Long before the Inca ruled Peru, another powerful civilization flourished along the country's northern coast. They built massive pyramids of mud brick. They crafted pottery so detailed, it captured every aspect of their daily life, from farming and feasting to war and even human sacrifice. But just as quickly as they rose to power, the Moche vanished, leaving behind ruins buried by time and stories told through broken clay. This is the rise and fall of the mysterious Moche civilization. The Moche lived in what is now northern Peru, between roughly 100 and 700 AD. They were not a unified empire with a single king, but a series of city-states connected by culture, trade, and religion. Archaeologists today still debate whether the Moche were one people or many, but what is clear is that they developed a society advanced for their time, one that thrived in the deserts and river valleys of the Andes foothills. To understand them, we must begin with how they rose to power. The Moche emerged around 100 AD in the fertile valleys near the Pacific Ocean. Their survival depended on agriculture, and they became masters of irrigation. Using canals and channels, they transformed arid land into fields of maize, beans, and peanuts. This surplus of food allowed their population to grow, and with it came wealth and the ability to build cities. The Moche organized themselves into regional polities, each ruled by powerful warrior priests. These leaders combined political authority with religious power. Their role was not only to govern, but to act as intermediaries between the people and the gods. Archaeology shows that the Moche were expansionists. Through trade, diplomacy, and warfare, they extended their influence along nearly 400 miles of coastline. Their strategic location between the ocean and the Andes gave them access to resources from both worlds: fish from the sea, crops from the valleys, and metals from the mountains. By 300 AD, the Moche had established themselves as one of the dominant cultures of ancient Peru. The Moche's achievements were extraordinary. They were among the finest metalworkers of the ancient world, using gold, silver, and copper to create jewelry, ornaments, and ceremonial objects. But their greatest legacy is their pottery. Most ceramics were painted with lifelike scenes of their society: warriors in battle, priests performing rituals, farmers harvesting crops, even lovers in private moments. These pots are sometimes called a window into the past because they show us details that no written text ever could. The Moche also built monumental architecture. The Huaca del Sol, or Temple of the Sun, was a massive step pyramid made from millions of adobe bricks. Nearby stood the Huaca de la Luna, or Temple of the Moon, decorated with murals of gods and warriors. These pyramids were centers of religion, politics, and sacrifice. Religion permeated every aspect of Moche life. They worshipped powerful deities connected to the sea, the mountains, and fertility. One of the most important was the decapitated god, often shown holding a severed head. This god symbolized life, death, and the cycle of nature. For centuries, the Moche thrived, but around the 6th century, disaster struck. Evidence suggests a series of devastating climate events, probably linked to El Niño. Massive floods destroyed irrigation systems and buried farmlands in mud. This was followed by years of intense drought. With crops failing, hunger spread, and faith in the leaders began to collapse. The Moche response was dramatic. Archaeologists have uncovered sites showing large-scale human sacrifices, likely attempts to appease the gods and restore balance to the natural world. But rituals were not enough. As famine deepened, the once united valleys descended into conflict. City-states turned against one another. The evidence of burned settlements and fortified walls suggests civil war was common in this period. By the mid-600s, the Moche were a civilization in crisis. By 700 AD, the Moche had collapsed. Some of their territories were taken over by emerging powers, such as the Wari. Others were simply abandoned to the desert sands. Unlike the Inca who came later, the Moche left no empire behind, only scattered ruins and treasures buried beneath the earth. Today, the Moche are remembered through the artifacts they left behind. At sites like Huaca de la Luna, archaeologists continue to uncover murals of gods and warriors. In museums, Moche ceramics tell us vivid stories of love, war, and belief. Their legacy lives on in the cultural memory of Peru, as a reminder of both the brilliance and fragility of ancient societies. The Moche show us that even the greatest civilizations can be undone. not only by human conflict, but by the unstoppable forces of nature. This was the rise and fall of the Moche civilization. In the next story, we'll uncover another lost world from South America's mysterious past.